Hello dear students, welcome to YouTube classes of Unique World Education UAE. So my name is Mohammed Sabit, here I am working as maths faculty. So today we are continuing the question paper discussion from grade 12 mathematics. Okay, I hope everyone watched the first session. If you are not completed, please watch before watching this session. Okay, so I hope the first session we completed the first 5 MCQ questions. Now let's discuss the further questions. Okay. So today we can start from question number 6. Okay, so the question is from the determinant concept. So if the points x1 y1 x2 y2 and x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2 are collinear, then x1 into y2 they are asking. Okay, so we know if 3 points are collinear as per determinant concept. Suppose these 3 points are collinear. Okay, A, B, C are the 3 points. If these 3 points are collinear, as we know, we can't frame a triangle by using this. We can't frame a triangle by using this, or in simple words we can say area of the triangle in this case that will be equal to 0. So we know if x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 are the 3 points, then area of triangle by using these 3 points x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1 and x3, y3, 1. Determinant of this value, this we already studied. This is the result. If x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3 are the 3 vertices of a triangle, then area of triangle will be equal to half into determinant of x1, y1, 1, x2, y2, 1 and x3, y3, 1. Now if I am applying that same logic in this question, here 3 points are x1, y1, x2, y2 and the third point is this one. So these 3 points are collinear, so area of the triangle will become equal to 0. So I can write half into these 3 points x1, y1, 1, next point is x2, y2, 1 and the third point is x1 plus x2, then y1 plus y2 and 1, that will be equal to 0. So evaluating determinant, it's not a big deal. So we can evaluate the limit because half cannot be 0. So only this determinant value can be 0. Okay, that is the only possibility in this case. So here we have to evaluate the value, evaluate the determinant. So we can write x1 into first element into remove first row included row and column, first element included row and column. So remaining we are getting y2, 1, y1 plus y2 and 1. Evaluate the limit, y2 multiplied with 1 you will get y2 minus 1 multiplying with the y1 plus y2, it will become minus, if outside it is there, so it will become minus y1 minus y2. Okay, minus second element we have to write y1. Then this y1 included row and column we have to remove and repeat the same process. So x2 is multiplying with the 1, you will get x2, put minus sign, then minus of this included row and column removing, then x2 into 1, x2 minus 1 into x1 plus x2 you can write, minus is outside so it will become obviously minus x1 minus x2. Plus last element that is plus 1 included row and column if I am removing, I am getting x2 into y1 plus y2. So if I am multiplying the bracket, basically it will become x2 y1 plus x2 y2 minus y2 is multiplying with the x1 plus x2 and the minus is there outside, so it will become minus x1 y2 and minus x2 y2 and this will become equal to 0. Now if you are observing these terms, here plus y2 minus y2 I can cancel and plus x2 minus x2 also I can cancel, and x2 y2 plus x2 y2 minus x2 y2 also I can cancel. Okay, complete term will become cancelled. Now pending will be x1 into minus y1, so it will become minus x1 y1. Then minus y1 is multiplying with the x1, so it will become plus x1 y1. Plus x1 y1 will come, and in this part we are having x2 y1 will be there, x2 y1 and minus x1 y2, that will be equal to 0. Now if I am observing minus x1 y1 and plus x1 y1, these terms will become, again I can cancel, complete cancellation only here. Now after we are having x2 y1 minus x1 y2, that will be equal to 0. That means here this thing I can write x1 y2, this minus x1 y2 I am transposing that side, so x1 y2, that will be equal to what? x2 y1. This only they are asking the question, what is the value of x1 into y2? So x1 into y2 is nothing but that will be x2 into y1. That is option A is the correct choice for this. So I hope this question is clear to everyone. Direct only, we have to apply the value of area of triangle equal to 0 when 3 points are collinear. Okay. So let's go to the next question, question number 7. Yes. If A equal to 1 matrix is given 0, 1, C, minus 1, A, minus B, 2, 3, 0 is a skew symmetric matrix, then value of A plus B plus C. So we know a skew symmetric matrix, condition of skew symmetric matrix is transpose of the given matrix A transpose equal to minus A. This is the condition of a skew symmetric matrix. If a matrix is satisfying this condition, I can say that definitely will be a skew symmetric matrix. So now apply that condition here. So first I am going to find the value of A transpose. A transpose means nothing, you have to either interchange rows into columns or columns into rows. Okay, so I am just rewriting this matrix A matrix as transpose matrix by interchanging rows into column. Okay, so A transpose I can write the condition what we are having, A transpose, that will be equal to minus A. So now I am writing A transpose. So these 3 rows I am writing as columns. So 0, 1, C is the first row. So 0, 1, C is the first column here. Okay. So minus 1, A, minus B is the second row. So here second column will be minus 1, A and minus B. Okay. Minus 1, A and minus B. 2, 3, 0 is the third row. That will be the third column. That will be. So the third row will be, here I am having. So this will be equal to minus A matrix. Minus A matrix is nothing but this matrix A, you have to multiply with a scalar minus 1. If you are multiplying with a scalar, this minus, multiplying with a minus 1 means complete element will become negative, right? So this will become 0 into minus 1, that is minus 0, 0 itself. This 1 will become minus 1, C will become minus C, minus 1 will become 1, A will become minus A, minus B will become B, 2 will become minus 2, 3 will become minus 3 and 0 will become 0. If these two matrices are equal, as we know, if two matrices are equal, corresponding elements are equal, right? So from here easily I can write, if you are equating here, C, value of C will be equal to what? Yes, C and minus 2 are equal. So we can equate the same. That means C will be equal to minus 2. As simple as that. Then what about next? Minus B must be equal to, minus B is corresponding to minus 3. So minus B is corresponding to minus 3 means B will be equal to 3. So I got the value of B and C. Now what about A? So A part is this one, middle term. Okay, so this A and minus A are equal. So if A will be equal to minus A, this is only possible when A equal to 0, that we know, right? So that means A plus A, that will be equal to 0. So 2A equal to 0 means A will be equal to 0. Then only A and minus A must be equal. So we got the value of A, B and C. So the question is just evaluate the value of A plus B plus C. So A is 0, B is 3 and C is minus 2. So 0 plus 3 plus minus 2. So your answer will be equal to 1. That's very easy question if you know the concept of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. Okay. So let's go to the next question. So next question we are having from the chapter, yes, probability. Okay. So for any two events A and B, if P of A bar equal to 1 by 2, P of B bar equal to 2 by 3 and P of A intersection B equal to 1 by 4. Question is we have to evaluate P of A dash given B dash. So P of A dash given B dash we have to evaluate from the given conditions. Okay. So we know conditional probability P of A given B, formula that everyone know, P of A given B, conditional probability, that will be equal to probability of A intersection B divided by probability of B. This is the basic formula. So by using this formula we can evaluate, we can apply the same concept here. This is the basic formula we studied in conditional probability. Now we are applying the same condition here, P of A dash given B dash. So we can write the same formula here, that will be equal to probability of A dash intersection B dash divided by probability of B dash. Probability of B dash. Okay. Now if many datas are given, probability of A dash, probability of B dash, probability of A intersection B. Okay. So as per De Morgan's law, from set theory concept we already familiar with this. As per De Morgan's law, probability of A dash intersection B dash we can written as probability of A union B whole dash. Okay, so probability of A union B whole dash is nothing but that will be equal to probability of A dash intersection B dash. Okay, now how to evaluate this thing? So probability of A union B. Let's first evaluate probability of A union B, so that we can evaluate P of A union B whole dash easily. So P of A dash is given 1 by 2. So P of A dash is 1 by 2. That means probability of A will be 1 minus 1 by 2. That will be equal to 1 by 2 itself. Okay, so that means probability of A plus probability of A dash will be equal to 1, right? Same way, probability of B dash, that will be equal to 2 by 3. Then probability of B will be equal to 1 minus 2 by 3. That will be equal to 1 by 3. Alright, so probability of A, probability of B is fine. Then we have to evaluate the value of probability of A union B by using all this value. So how we will evaluate probability of A union B? Basic formula we are having, that is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So probability of A value now we calculated, that is 1 by 2 plus probability of B value is 1 by 3 minus probability of A intersection B, that is 1 by 4. If I am checking the denominator, LCM is 12. So LCM is 12, that means 1 by 2 will become 6 by 12 plus 1 by 3 will become 4 by 12. 4 by 12 is 1 by 3 minus 1 by this will become 12, then this will become 3. Yes, 3 by 12. Okay, so 6 by 12, that's 1 by 2, 4 by 12 is 1 by 3, and 1 by 4, that is 3 by 12, right? So this can be written as 12, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 minus 3 7, so 7 by 12 is probability of A union B. So probability of A union B is 7 by 12. We can easily evaluate the value of probability of A union B whole dash. So probability of A union B whole dash, that will be equal to 1 minus probability of A union B. Probability of A union B whole dash will be equal to 1 minus probability of A union B. Probability of A union B we calculated. So 1 minus 7 by 12, that means 12 minus 7, 5 by 12 will come. Now we have to evaluate the value. Question is probability of A dash intersection A dash given B dash. So probability of A dash given B dash will be equal to probability of A dash intersection B dash. That we can written as A dash intersection B dash, we can written as probability of A union B whole dash. So probability of A union B whole dash divided by probability of B dash. So probability of A union B whole dash we evaluated, that is 5 by 12 divided by probability of B dash is nothing but it is given in the question, that is 2 by 3. So 5 by 12 into 2 by 3 is nothing but we have to multiply this thing. So 5 by 12, if you want to multiply 5 by 12 divided by 2 by 3 is coming. That means 5 by 12 you have to multiply with the reciprocal. So 2 by 3 reciprocal, that we know 3 by 2. So we multiply with the 3 by 2. This 3 and 12 I can cancel 4 times. So your final result will be 5 divided by 8. So that means option C will be the correct answer for this. Okay. So it's very simple question. We have to remember, we have to understand the basic formula so that we can solve very easily of this question. Okay. So now let's go to the next question. Next question we are having from, we are having from the chapter vectors. Okay. So the question is, the value of alpha if the angle between two vectors are given, p vector and q vector. P vector is 2 alpha square I minus 3 alpha j plus k, and q vector is I plus j plus alpha k. They are obtuse. If they are obtuse, what will be the value? The value of alpha is coming under which interval? That is the question. Okay. So how to evaluate this thing? So suppose it is given, p vector is given, right? P vector equal to 2 alpha square I minus 3 alpha j plus k, and q vector is given, q vector equal to I plus j plus alpha k, I plus j plus alpha k. So angle between them we can easily write by cos theta. So cos theta will be equal to a dot b divided by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. Okay. So they are telling this angle is what? The angle is obtuse. So obtuse angle means we know the value of theta, or value of alpha. Alpha is the angle between them. The value of alpha if the angle between p and q is obtuse. Let me take the angle between these two vector is theta. Suppose angle between these two vector is theta, then cos theta will be equal to a dot b divided by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. So if theta is obtuse means this will be lying on the second quadrant, right? So in the second quadrant we know this only, here only this value cos theta will lie. Okay, that means in second quadrant we know cos ratio is negative, cos theta is negative in the second quadrant, right? So cos theta is negative in the second quadrant means, cos theta is negative means this a dot b must be less than 0. If a dot b less than 0, then only cos theta value will become negative. That is in the second quadrant, right? So now just evaluate the value of a dot b. Take the dot product between these two. So here cos theta is a dot b by magnitude of a into magnitude of b. This is the standard formula. But in this case p and q is given. So cos theta will be, you can write what? Cos theta you can write p dot q divided by magnitude of p into magnitude of q. That's fine. Okay, so a dot b in this case, so general case in a dot b, so here we are having p dot q must be less than 0 because theta is obtuse angle, right? So we have to evaluate the value of p dot q. So 2 alpha is multiplying, not 2 alpha, it is 2 alpha square, right? 2 alpha square I. Okay, so 2 alpha square multiplying with the 1, so we will get 2 alpha square. Then minus 3 alpha is multiplying with the 1, minus 3 alpha is multiplying with the 1, that is minus 3 alpha. Then k, that is component is 1 is multiplying with alpha, you will get alpha, that must be less than 0. So 2 alpha square minus 2 alpha must be less than 0. So if I am taking 2 alpha common here, it will become alpha minus 1 less than 0. So 2 cannot be 0, that means alpha into alpha minus 1 less than 0. So alpha into alpha minus 1 can be 0 means this will become two values, alpha equal to 0 and alpha must be equal to 1. So in this interval, value of alpha from minus infinity to 0, then here we are having 1 to infinity. So in this interval minus infinity to 0, if you are substituting any value, alpha will be positive, here negative, here positive will come. Okay, so we want alpha into alpha minus 1 less than 0 negative we want. That means alpha value will be belongs to which interval? It will belongs to the interval 0, 1. So in this 0, 1 interval only, alpha into alpha minus 1 must be less than 0. Very simple. We have to apply the cos angle. How to find the angle between two vectors when we can use cos theta, we can use sin theta, that also we can apply, we can find the value. That's it. Okay. So now let's go to the next question from, let's check from which chapter we are having the next question. Yes, next question is also from the chapter vector. So if A vector is given, B vector is given and A vector plus B vector is there, we have to evaluate the value of magnitude of A vector minus magnitude of B vector. Okay, so if you want to evaluate this thing, we are having one standard direct formula, that is A vector plus B vector, the magnitude its square, plus A vector minus B vector magnitude square, that will be equal to 2 times of A vector square plus B vector square. It is nothing but we know A plus B whole square plus A minus B whole square equal to 2 times A square plus B square. Just apply the formula, that's it. So A plus B, magnitude of A plus B is given 5, so 5 square is 25, plus A vector minus B vector whole square, that will be equal to 2 times of A square. So 3 square is 9 plus 4 square is 16, right? So 25 plus A vector minus B vector, the whole square, that will be equal to 2 into 25, that must be equal to 50. That means A vector minus B vector, the whole square, that will be equal to 50 minus 25, that is 25. That means magnitude of A vector minus B vector, that will be equal to 5. As simple as that, that's it. Okay, direct question, we have to apply the relation. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Alright. So next question is basically from linear programming problem. Question is, for the linear programming problem, the objective function is given z equal to 4x plus 3y. The feasible region determined by the set of constraints shown in the graph. Alright, okay. So after plotting the constraints, we have to maximize or minimize this function by using the corner points, right? So corner points, they are given 0, 0, 40, 0, 30, 20, 0, 40. Then question is, which of the following statement is true? So basically we have to evaluate the maximum or minimum value of this objective function with respect to this corner points. Okay, so just try to evaluate. So we are having corner points, and we are having the function, objective function, that is z equal to 4x plus 3y. So first corner point is 0, 0. Alright, so z value will be equal to 4 into 0 plus 3 into 0, that will be 0 itself. Next corner point we are having 40, 0. 40, 0 is the next corner point. So in this, the value will be 4 into 40 plus 4 into 40 plus 3 into 0. So 4 into 40 value is 160, right? Next corner point we are having 30, 20. So in 30, 20, the value of z will be equal to, so the value of z in this case, like we have to substitute the same value. So z will be equal to 4 into 30 plus 3 into 20. So 4 into 30 plus 3 into 20, we will have 4 3s are 120. So 4 30s are 120 plus 3 into 20, that is 60. So 120 plus 60, 180, right? Then last corner point we are having 0, 40. So if I am substituting the value of 0, 40, z will be equal to 4 into 0 plus 3 into 40, that will be equal to 120. Alright, now check the statements, what the statements we are giving. Based on that we have to evaluate whether which one is correct, which one is true or false. Maximum value of z is 40, 0. So 40, 0, 160 is the value. So in this point 160 is the value. No, it is not maximum, because 180 already we are having. Maximum value of z is at q. 30, 20. Yes, 30, 20 only maximum value is attaining 0, 160, 180 and 120. So 180 is the maximum value. So we can clearly say that option B is the answer. No need to check the remaining option because it's a single correct answer type, right? So that's all about the 11th question, right? So we just apply, we have to find the value of maximum value or minimum value by using corner points. Okay, so I hope this 5 to 6 questions we discussed in this session, I hope all the questions are clear to everyone. So if you are having any doubt, please ask your doubts in that chat comment section. Okay, so once again, thank you so much everyone for watching YouTube classes of Unique World Education UAE. We'll see you in the next class. Okay, thank you.